What's going on, guys? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over stocks that you guys, the viewers, called out down below in my comment section. So today, guys, the market is closed, so I figured I'd do another, stocks that I'm watching video, a bonus video to yesterday's video that came out on Sunday, and I'm pretty much just going to be going over some stocks that the viewers called out down below in the comments section. And again, if you guys want me to talk about specific stocks, do technical analysis on specific stocks, feel free to just drop them down below in the comments section, and I'll be more than happy to cover them in my videos. So I'm going to be going rapid fire through these stocks. And for those of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Stas, and I make videos dealing with swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, and my personal philosophies and strategies when it comes down to investing and trading in the stock market. So if that's something that you're interested in, guys, if you want to learn more about the stock market, investing, and trading, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and join the Facebook group as well as the Discord community. Both are linked down below in the description box. So the first stock we're going to be talking about today is TRUP. And this one, right off the bat, guys, we can see that TRUP has taken a nice dip down to about $36 from the top of about $46, which opened up a nice amount of potential for profit for this particular stock, right? And with my personal trading strategy, guys, when I'm looking to swing trade stocks, I like getting into the dips and then holding until they peak out, and that's where I like to sell, right? Ideally, that is how things go. I don't really like investing, at the top here. I like waiting for a pullback, a confirmation of a bounce, and a confirmation of a reversal or an uptrending pattern. So, we see the top off here at $46. We see the little bounce here on the 180-day SMA indicator with TRUP. So, we saw the big drop of about 20%, right? So that opened up a nice 20% potential for profit for this particular stock. Right, so all signs were good here. It bounced on the 180 SMA. It broke above the EMA line here, but now what we're seeing is some strong resistance right under this 50-day simple moving average. So this is kind of alarming to me because for me to even consider putting money into TRUP, I want to see a full break above this 50-day SMA indicator, as well as a break above around $40 or about $39.50, which has proven to be a resistance in the past, right? We see the candlesticks here. They had some trouble getting above $39.50, and then we saw the big pullback from here down back to that 180 SMA indicator. So, now we're seeing some strong resistance again at about $39.50, and the pullback here, we see a bunch of red candlesticks start to form. So, what I'm going to be waiting for with TRUP ideally is, if it's able to bounce again right here on this EMA line, push up and break above the 50-day SMA indicator, this is going to be a good sign that TRUP is slowly starting to reverse. But let's say this, let's say it does get rejected hard here by this 50-day SMA indicator, breaks down below the EMA line again, this one could continue the downtrending pattern that it has been on, pretty much over the past couple of weeks, right? We see ever since about middle of July, roughly about July 20th, as we can see here, it's been downtrending in price. And, it's not looking too good with the rejection at the 50-day SMA indicator. But, patience is key. And we're going to be waiting for a bounce on this EMA and a potential pushback up from this particular point. But again, if it breaks below the EMA and then if it breaks below the 180 SMA, I'm not going to be watching TRUP. And, it's going to be downtrending at that particular point. But I am going to set an alert on TRUP at about $40. Let's quickly do that here for you guys. Create alert is at or above $40. Okay, mark is at or above $40. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at in terms of TRUP. I made a notes list here of all the different stocks that you guys called out. So we're going to be looking at Box next, then TNDM. So let's look over at Box really quickly. Okay, so, what we noticed with Box, right, this one has been, kind of making higher or lower highs over the past couple of months, pretty much since the middle of about the start of May in 2018. It's kind of been pushing down in price, with the outlier here of popping up to about $29.79, right? But what we do notice is that we can draw out a very clear support level and a very clear resistance level on this particular stock, right? And it's kind of been trading horizontally pretty much from about the beginning of July, I would say, because we can see, based off the trend lines that I just drew, we can see just that, right? The horizontal pattern that it's been trading in, with the resistance at about 27.50 and the support at about 23.50. And I can see why. I think your name was Michelle, right? I can see why that you like this stock right off the bat, and it does look good. But I would want to wait for a further confirmation of the uptrending pattern from the bounce here at the support level, right? And the consolidation at the support level, it's very good signs, right? Very good signs that the stock has found its bottom and it's slowly starting to push up. But what we can notice here, guys, is that it's only been pushing up only one day, right? This one trading day here, we saw it was a green trading day and it was pushing up just this one day. So I would want to wait a couple of more days, see where this pattern is going to start going before I do put money, into BOX. And since it is consolidating very nicely and it's starting to push up, I think this one is worth adding to my watch list and adding an alert to it as well. So I'm going to add an alert at about $24. Let's say at about $25, because I want to see a break above the EMA line, then I want to see a pullback and then another bounce on that EMA line before I feel comfortable, getting into BOX for a swing trade, right? So I'm going to add this one right over here to my watch list for tomorrow. Let's just add it very quickly here. BOX. Perfect. And the volume on this one is looking solid too. 5 million, solid volume on box. So this is a good call out. Again, thank you, Michelle. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, because I didn't know someone from my old high school that spelled the name Michelle like you, but he was actually a boy and his name was Michael. So I hope you're not a boy and I'm calling you Michelle. But if so, let me know in the comment section. But TNDM, TNDM. Let's check this one out. So, wow, this one, oh man, this one was at $1.90. It's at $47 now. Holy moly. So, that's an insane increase over the past couple of months. Wow, that's like almost a 2,000% gain in TNDM. And, me personally, guys, I wouldn't really touch a stock that's looking like this, because eventually this one is going to have a heavy pullback. So we can see here it's already at all-time highs, or highs for this 180-day 4-hour chart, and the RSI is showing that it's extremely overbought. So in terms of me swing trading, my advice for TNDM, I would wait for a big pullback in this stock before entering. And it's been riding the EMA line pretty religiously over the past couple of weeks, and that's kind of scary to me, guys, because when a stock is on an insane bull run, a pullback is inevitable. It's going to come. It's healthy for stocks to see big pullbacks like we've seen in the past, and these really weren't really too big of pullbacks. I can see a pullback in TNDM, maybe back to the 30s, 40s, maybe back to this 50-day SMA indicator like it's had before in the past. And, personally, I wouldn't really touch this one. It's kind of overextended in terms of the RSI level. And, again, if you were to trade this, right, I would just wait for a pullback and a bounce on this 50-day SMA indicator due to it being extremely, extremely, overextended in its price. And, that's kind of scary in my personal opinion, and I wouldn't be able to sleep well at night knowing that I'm investing here at the top in TNDM. So that's my advice on TNDM. Let's look at APTI. This one's already one that I have in my watch list. I'll just go over this one really quickly. So this one, very nice uptrending pattern, very nice pullbacks, very nice corrections. It's been confirming the uptrending pattern by bouncing on the 50-day SMA, pushing up to make higher highs, all this good stuff that we like to see. So now we see this stock pushed up, made another higher high here at about $39.58. And the reason why I have an alert here at $37 is because I want to wait for the pullback on APTI and a bounce either on the 180 SMA or a bounce on the 50-day SMA before I consider putting money into APTI. And that's exactly why it's already in my watch list, guys, because I love stocks that are uptrending in price and, getting into the dips of these particular stocks, right? So we noticed that, it's kind of has a resistance here at about $39 right about there, right? And it topped off at about $39.58. Now we're seeing some resistance at about right at around $39. So a pullback on this one would be very nice before adding more money into it, and that's exactly what I'm going to be waiting for. So that's why, again, I have an alert at $37, and this alert is an at or below alert, not an at or above, because I want Thinkorswim to notify me if it breaks below $37, because that's when I'm going to be considering putting money into APTI. So another one I want to talk about was CGC, another one that one of my subscribers shouted out to me. Shout out to you, man, for shouting this one out to me. CGC, Canopy Growth Company. I've been paying attention to this stock for a while now. This is a marijuana stock. For those of you guys that do not know, they are out of Canada, and this is probably one of the most known, popular hype marijuana stocks out in the market, right? And that's exactly why we saw an insane hike in its price over the past couple of weeks, right? The price of pretty much doubled from $24 all the way up to $48. And, just like the previous stock we talked about, I do believe that Canopy Growth Company, CGC, is going to see a good pullback. Maybe not this week, maybe not next week, but soon enough, due to the insane inflation of the price that we've seen over the past couple of weeks, guys. It's doubled its price in the matter of literally just 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. So I think, this consolidation point is showing that it's finding a resistance point in its stock. And, I would not be surprised, and again, this is not going to happen. No one really knows what's going to happen, but I would not be surprised if Canopy Growth Company were to pull back, maybe to the low 40s, maybe to the mid 30s again, and, start to push back up from there. So, I really wouldn't mess with Canopy Growth Company due to the insane inflation, due to the insane rise in its stock price over the past couple of weeks. And, I typically stay away from companies that have already shot up like 50, 100%. Because most of the time, guys, you miss the train. I missed the train on CGC, meaning that I missed out on the opportunity. So there's no reason to go and chase that stock. Never chase a stock, guys. Never, ever, ever chase a stock. If it's already shot up, all this percentage points, like 100%, and you want to get in here, just maybe get some more out of it, it's not really a good idea for the most part. I usually like to get in, or try to get in at least, before these big spike ups so I can profit on them. But usually when they happen, I don't like getting in after and hoping that it's going to shoot up more, because, I've done that in the past when I've been a beginner, and, I've lost money. Trust me on this one, guys. I've been in stocks where, it shot up 100%. I got in at the top here, then the next day, boop, falls all the way down, and you lose a lot of money doing that. So CGC, guys, I like the marijuana industry. I like marijuana stocks, but I would like to see a pullback on this one before potentially adding money into CGC. So let's talk about the last three: NIHD, ARRY. So let's start with NIHD. NIHD, okay, so this one, another big riser. It was a penny stock a couple months ago. Now it's all the way up to $7.30. So this one, guys, it's been on a nice uptrending pattern. We can see that, right? It's been bouncing on the 180 SMA, and then from here, it's been riding the EMA up. It bounced on the 50-day SMA, so a huge spike up to 729. Healthy pullback. Again, it's always nice to see a pullback. If a stock has been shooting up over the past couple of weeks, months, it's always healthy to see a pullback. So we saw the pullback from 730 down to about 488, and from there, we have been seeing some, higher low action. So this one, guys, I do like this one a little bit more than Canopy Growth Company and the one before that, due to the pullback already happened, right? It already happened, and, we're starting to see some recovery from the stock. So we see it's making some higher lows now, not from the initial drop in its price. And, it's trading above the 50-day SMA. And, right now, what I would like to see ideally from this stock is a break above $6, which we can see here has proven to be a resistance point in the past. So this one is trading above all the indicators, like I said, so it's looking good in terms of that, but I do want to see a spike up here, a pop above this little resistance point at about $6 before potentially putting money into NIHD. So I'm going to set an alert here for you guys really quickly. Mark is at or above, let's say $6.15, because I want to see a break above that resistance, a pullback, and then a bounce right at about $6 before potentially putting money into NIHD. So there we go with that. We created a nice little alert at about $6.15. So another one I wanted to talk about was ARRY, and right off the bat, guys, we can see a very clear support level on this one at about $13.50 and a resistance point at about $20. So we noticed the big pullback that it took from $20 down to $13, and that opened up a nice 33% potential for profit. And you know, since it bounced on the support level at $13.50, it popped above the EMA line, it broke above the 50-day SMA line, and the EMA line has been acting as a support level. So this one's a very good, you know, in my personal opinion, this one's a very good stock to be watching because it is reversing as of now, right, with the next resistance point at this 180-day SMA indicator. And this one still has a bunch of potential for profit left in the tank, right? It has about 20% left from where it is right now at about $15.45. And, you know, I would wait for a little pullback closer to the EMA line and a bounce on this EMA line before potentially investing money into ARRY. But, you know, out of the ones that we've talked about today, this one is one of my favorite that we've talked about in today's video. And, you know, I'm going to add this one to my watch list as well, ARRY. And, you know, I'm going to be waiting for that little pullback and that little bounce on the EMA line before potentially adding more money. And then I'm going to wait for the break above this 180-day SMA line before potentially adding even more money to this particular trade. So I do like this one a lot. It does fit my personal criteria in terms of buying in the dip, buying when it's confirmed the bounce, confirm the uptrend, confirm the reversal. And, you know, it fits all these different criterias in terms of the technical analysis for ARRY. So great call out to you, my friend. I love ARRY. And let's talk about BG just to quickly wrap up this video. So BG, okay, so this one over the 180 chart is downtrending in price. So I typically don't like, you know, trading stocks whose patterns look like this one, right? This one's been downtrending in price, being rejected by the EMA, being rejected by the SMA indicators. And, you know, there is potential with these stocks if you're able to catch it at the low point and then you know, and then profit on the way up, you know, as it's slowly recovering. But, you know, me personally, I've been bit before doing this, you know, with other different ETFs, other different stocks in the past, right? And ever since I've lost money doing this strategy, and I'm going to show you guys how I lost money, you know, I haven't really been messing with stocks that are downtrending in price like this. And for example, with my particular situation, you know, I got in at the low point expecting for it to pop back up, but it never did. It continued to go down in price. And that's the risk that you have to take, you know, if you're investing in stocks or ETFs that are downtrending like this. And me personally, I got bit in the butt, right? I lost money and I haven't really been messing with them ever since then, right? So, you know, in my personal opinion, guys, I wouldn't really trade a stock that looks like this unless you are willing to take the risk of investing at the low point and hoping that it's going to pop back up. But in my personal opinion, guys, it's way more, you know, safe. It's way safer to invest in a stock that is confirmed an uptrending pattern. It's broken above the EMA line. It's broken above the SMA indicator. And, you know, investing slowly into stocks like that. Slowly meaning putting only 10% of your total position goal at a time and adding more as the stock continues to go up. You know, that's how I risk manage, right? And that's how I try to lose the least amount of money when I'm trading stocks. And, you know, with this one, guys, you know, let's say you do want to trade a stock like this, since it is downtrending on the price over the past 180 chart, on the 180-day chart, you know, we've seen the 50-day SMA act as a resistance point in the past. So what I would expect here, guys, is that it does get, you know, rejected here, possibly this week or next week, and then it continues to push back down to make a lower low. And let's say if you caught it at $58, $57, and, you know, you could ride it back up to possibly like $62, $63 before it gets rejected again. You know, that's how you can typically play stocks or ETFs that do look like this. But again, me personally, I do not like trading stocks that look like this due to me losing money in the past using this strategy. And, you know, I've been trying to stay away from it ever since then. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to do more videos like this, you know, pretty much on a daily basis of you guys commenting stocks down below in the comment section, shooting them to me on the Discord group chat, messaging me on Instagram, however you want to get the stocks to me, right? Preferably if you guys can just comment them down below in the comment section. That way I can just see them, make a list like I did in this video, then just make a video about those stocks. That would be the best way to do so. And, you know, I would love to, you know, give my opinion on the different stocks that you guys are watching, give my opinion on the technical analysis and all that sort of fun, right? Because it's fun to me. I love looking at stocks. I love seeing different, you know, people's opinions on stocks, right? So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Again, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and join the 2 group chats, group communities we have down below, the Discord group chat as well as the Facebook group. We're talking about entrepreneurships, trading, investing, stock market news, you know, networking with each other, building a community around my channel, and everything that we've been doing for the past couple of months. So I hope you guys, again, enjoyed the video, found value in it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.